This is Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, how you doing, doctor?
Good. So Melissa is so graciously agreed to do this FaceTime video update with me. She's pretty local, but we have a situation where we made it really easy for people to work with me, and they don't even have to leave their house, really.
I'm at home right now.
So, yes, even in Los Angeles, even though it's close by, it's just a hassle to, come down to the office and take that time. So we have a great situation where we can do this through phone and Skype. And she made such amazing progress. She wanted to tell everyone about this progress. So, how did you find me? Do you remember?
Actually, my boyfriend found you.
Oh.
So, yes, I was having really bad symptoms, and he was just trying to seek help, and he knew that I wanted to take a more holistic approach.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's how he found you.
Okay, so he kind of scoured the internet and looked up like fatigue and digestion and
Yeah,
insomnia.
he looked up most of my symptoms, which were
Okay.
fatigue, digestion problems, thyroid issues.
Okay. And so you ran across my website and you filled out the initial paperwork and you actually came into the office for the first time.
I did.
And we talked.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I got confused. I came into the office and met you. And, yeah.
That's okay because you got to see the office. You see, I'm a real person. I got a real office, and so that was okay. So how long have you had? Well, let's start with your symptoms. What kind of symptoms were you having?
I was having really bad fatigue, mood swings. I was having excessive bloatedness, gas. I was having just a lot of digestive issues. Just anything I would eat would just affect me in a negative way.
Right.
What else was I having? Dry skin, dry hair. I was having just issues, like problems losing weight. And I would just gain weight out of nowhere, even if I wasn't eating too much.
Right.
So those were my main problems.
Okay. And so we put together a plan, and you liked how it sounded, so we started working together. And you actually started with me in May of this year. And so tell me, what did you try before me to try to get rid of all these different symptoms that you're having?
I tried taking thyroid medication briefly. Like I took it maybe for about not even a month. And I just did not like the way I felt. I didn't feel like it was a commitment I wanted to make of taking something forever. I tried cutting out certain foods, but it would never go so well with me. So I don't know if I really tried anything that much that I stuck to.
Right. And you didn't really have any professional guidance. You were just kind of trying things on your own.
Yeah, I had a doctor, and then I sort of wanted just like to get full blood work, and everyone was. I remember that's how I actually found you. That I gave you my blood work to go over, and I didn't seem like they really checked anything. Like I didn't really. It was supposed to be a full thyroid analysis, and I don't think it was.
And it was very partial.
Yeah, so I didn't know. I was just confused. I'm like, they're like, okay, well, just get on thyroid medication, and I just wanted to know why I had a dysfunctioning thyroid. I wanted to know the root problem to it.
Right. Okay. So we started working together around early May. And you had all these different digestive symptoms, fatigue, inability to lose weight, dry skin, dry hair, mood swings, anxiety. You couldn't really deal with stress very well. And so now here we are about 3 months later. And what are the results at this point?
The bloatedness has gone down significantly. So that's good. I don't feel as tired anymore. I do have some days where I do feel a little sick, but I feel like I'm gaining back my energy, which is great.
Right.
My skin isn't as dry anymore, so it is definitely improving. I guess I didn't realize it now until we're speaking, but yeah, I've made some major improvements.
Yeah.
And I'm more mindful of what is affecting me and what is negative on my body. So I think I'm more aware of what affects my digestive health and things that I should not eat.
Great.
So it's been a lot of learning in these 3 months.
Yeah. And you had mentioned also that your mood is great, so that moodiness is like, so I'm sure your boyfriend's happy.
It's better for everyone around me as well. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with stress a lot better. I don't think I realized how I dealt with stress before.
Right.
So now I feel like I just take a moment to breathe and just relax. It's something that was hard for me to do before.
Nice. And how long had you been suffering with these symptoms before you and I started working together?
Years. For a very long time. I want to say at least 6 years not all of them, but the digestive issues. Someone had diagnosed me with, they never took that many exams, but they said I had irritable bowel syndrome.
Okay.
So for a long time, I just labeled it as IBS.
Right.
So anytime I'm like, my stomach's upset, I'm like, oh, it's my IBS, or, it's just my IBS, or anything.
Right.
So I think it could have been like 6-7 years that I thought I had IBS.
Right. Which is fine that you have a label to it, but it doesn't tell you how to treat it, and it didn't do you any good.
Nothing. And everyone was like, well, there's not that many studies on IBS, so just try not to eat the things that make you feel bad. But no one would really give me proper answers or solutions.
Wow. And so what would you say now, 3 months later, what would you say your overall percentage of improvement is at this point?
I would say it's like at least a 55%.
55%? Nice.
Yeah, and that's when I follow what I'm supposed to eat. Because I feel much better when I do that. I'm a stubborn person. So it's been hard for me.
I mean, I think...
I feel much better.
I think that's amazing that you've had this for 6+ years, and then in 3 months you're 50% better.
I think so as well. Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I'm great, which means there's even more improvement to come.
Exactly, that is true.
All right, great, thank you. So one last thing, what would you tell somebody who's watching these videos? What would you give to them as your one piece of advice?
Take time for yourself. Take time to just find other options. If someone tells you it's one option, just do some research. That there's other people that can help you, and they can do it in a way that you feel comfortable with.
Right.
So I would say just take time for yourself, make time for yourself, and just do some research on what you have.
Awesome.
So, yeah. There's always more natural approaches into healing.
Great. Thank you so much for doing this. This really just tells people, look, I'm not the only one that has this, and you've made some great improvements. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Couldn't have done it without you, Doctor.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.